A routine doctor's appointment for Jenna Ream was anything but normal. At 34 weeks pregnant, her doctor told her she had 30 minutes to get ready to deliver her baby girl. Ream had developed preeclampsia, a complication in pregnancy that causes high blood pressure. And really, it was perfect timing. If she would have given birth just a couple of weeks earlier, her newborn would have been taken to Temple for more care while she recovered in Round Rock. KXAN producer Jose Torres spoke with Ream and her doctor on KXAN Plus's Simple Health segment about the recently opened neonatal intensive care unit in Round Rock at Baylor Scott White. Here's a part of that conversation.
So I had 30 minutes to emotionally, mentally prepare. My mom was on the way. They were wheeling me to the OR. And I said, can you just wait for my mom? She's in the parking lot. The doctor said, nope, and just kept wheeling me. It was that emergent. And my mom did make it. She was able to hold my hand as we took a few steps into the OR. And little baby Vera was born. I got to see her for just a second before she was whisked away by a rather large team to the NICU. And then from there, my husband followed her to the NICU, and I started my healing journey. I went over to the postpartum unit, and after a couple of days, I was on magnesium, so I wasn't stable enough to go see her in the NICU. But after a day or two of me starting to heal, I was actually able to go see her and see my little baby girl. She was in the NICU with her CPAP and feeding tube and IVs and all the different, helpful things that were getting her to be healthy. And that ended up being a 35-day stay in the NICU. And now we are home. She was born at 5 pounds. She's now 9 pounds. And she is a healthy, growing, happy baby girl.
Today is a reunion for Dr. Casala and Jenna.
Really? Wow.
This is the first time you guys see each other after that beautiful moment of recovery at the NICU.
It's very exciting to see Vera, Jenna family doing so good at home, thriving, growing. That's all we, want babies after discharge from NICU. Vera did great throughout, passed through the critical illness in the first 72 hours, required some respiratory support, weaned off, did good, breathing comfortable, needing some help with the feeding tube.
So this NICU center came at a really important time for Jenna because it's brand new. It opened up in June. And if it had opened up a little later, the bonding moment between you and little baby Vera, Jenna, would have been quite different, right?
Yes, it would have been extremely different. Before the NICU at Baylor Scott White Round Rock was open, Vera would have had to go to Temple. So quite, to about 2 hours away. She would have to go there. And since I wasn't even able to go visit her in the NICU at the hospital, I definitely would have not been able to go visit her up in Temple for quite a few days. So the word grateful doesn't even begin to explain how I feel about having her in that wonderful brand new NICU just across the hallway from the postpartum unit. If I had to go to Temple, I don't even know how emotional I would be today, for sure.
Well, you can watch the rest of that conversation, including what makes this NICU different than others, as well as the warnings, signs for preeclampsia. You just go to KXAN.com and click on this story right here under the Simple Health tab.